think it's recording. Okay, hello again. Well, boys and girls, I guess, or just say people. That would be better. So hello again, everybody, and this is gonna be, I guess, my 1, 2, 3, 4 stream. If anybody comes to this one, yay! Come on, where are the people I pay to come? Nobody's coming. I just lost, let's say, throw my money in the wind. Okay, no, just kidding. I didn't pay anybody yet. Okay, no, just kidding. Doesn't matter to me anybody. Okay, sure it comes. Like I said, this video is going to be about well, me trying to show you how the developer's storage day work looks like. Right? I don't mean like I'm just woke up, I came from the sleep, I brush my teeth and all the stuff you see on the day in the life of put the profession here. Kind of videos. These videos are good. I watched them. I kind of enjoyed them, but it's not going to be something like that. It's just going to be pure work, right? Pure coding and maybe some other stuff work related, like meetings, and maybe I should try to simulate even Jira tasks and similar stuff. But it's got, why is this day in the work? Because everything I do will be on the stream, so I won't do any coding on the stream. So it will be like my day-to-day work, except it won't be 8 hours stream, 30 minutes with half-hour break. It will be much shorter, but it will be like day in the work, right? You came, but when you like deduct all the meetings you have in the day and everything else, scrolling through tasks and spinning to documentations. Actually, I may do that to the stream too. Basically, you have around 2 to 3 hours of pure work per day, so it's not that much different than when I do my real work. Okay, so this project is started. I really don't know where it's going. To be honest, I'm just gonna. A plan is to implement feature by feature. So when I started here on the feature that I started the last 2 times was the custom authentication system. I'm using PHP and I'm using Laravel for this one. Why PHP Laravel? Because my job I use PHP and Python, but I kinda using Python a lot lately. So I kinda missed PHP to be honest, and that's why I'm doing this in PHP and Python. I might do some Python Django probably on some other streams, but this one is going to be PHP Laravel. And Laravel do have its own authentication system, of course, that comes in the box with the framework, but I'm not going to use that one. I explained in videos before why I'm doing this one, doing the in-house or in-framework solution, and I'm doing my own custom one because client requirements often will be custom authentication system, but I explained that in the other videos or previous streams. Okay, so if somebody watching the last one, you know what's up. So let me just open everything I need to open. Let's go Postman. Here we go. For anybody that didn't watch, there's a videos on YouTube. I think the last stream will be available for 6 more days here on the Twitch, so you can catch it up too if you want. If you find me at least a little bit interesting, I hope. Okay, so who had watched it, you know what's up. So basically, I finished implementing a registration endpoint last time. So this is gonna be API approach to backend because if you're not doing freelancing of one projects, most of your work is gonna be in most of companies gonna be separated from the backend, and backend work is usually gonna be exposed to some kind of REST APIs, GraphQL APIs, and that's more or less it. You're gonna really see something else than those two. Mostly it's gonna be REST. So last time I created the registration endpoint and controller, and also I did a form request for validation. Just open all of those. So this was verify email controller. No, it wasn't. It was send verification email controller. This one, I didn't put any code here. Then it has. No, it was register controller. My bad. So it was this one. So I'm gonna just got an input for request, send application JSON, send input will have JSON content. Then I implement repository here. I'm going to create and just station user here, set up properties and save. This is my preferred way of doing things. You can also do those one-liners the Symfony Laravel has. When you can use create and then you need to do everything was fillable. That's also good approach. I just prefer doing it this way. And this will save create user, return user, and get controller. I'm just gonna return entire user as array to feed it to JSON response. Which one in the hood create JSON and return it to the as a response to this request. And that's gonna be it. Okay. If everything goes okay, of course. Probably won't, usually don't on the first, but let's see. And that's on get, that's post, and this is Postman. If you didn't use it, check it out. It's like bread and butter for backend developers, especially if you're using APIs. Let me try. Now, of course, yeah, of course. I didn't get my project up. My containing subs, save up. Alright. Let me just compose. I think it's Laravel test. Container name, and it says it should be in bash on that container. Alright, I'm in, and container should be up. There's some issue here. Alright, no, I made a catastrophic mistake, but okay, let's see what it does, what it says. Wild route action, actual control. So you need to call, right? Do you need to call invoke on it? Or you just use controller here? Or I need to use invoke on it? In Laravel, I'm not sure. Maybe I just use controller. Let's see. Blah, blah. Can I just use it like this, like in good old days when this would work like this? It will be callable like this, and I just use my register controller here now. I don't think this will work anymore, but let's try. And of course I cannot find it. Okay, this is not going to work this way. Alright, I didn't call it controller. That's interesting. Usually I call them controllers. Okay. And class will work this way. I wonder. It used to, but I'm sure it will work this way. Now I need to go this with up and down so we contribute, because I did this without before. Oh, that actually works. No, it was down. Now I go up. Okay, it seems that this actually works. It worked this in the old days of Laravel. It seems it still works. I will refactor this to something more modern. Just want to avoid this container restarting at the moment. And now let's do Postman again, and now let's see if this works. I'm still getting errors for console. Connection refused. Why? Let me try. Go here to localhost. I think it says the ID is 8008. Alright, that's why it's confused. I didn't put the port right. I think it's 8000 here. Just a second. Going to YAML. Let's see, test. Yeah, 8008. Yeah, that's the problem. It's 8000 here. Okay, now let's go 8080. And let's now try to send it. it's not refuse, but I have error. What it says? Function does not exist. Okay, where did I get that one? Anything that's my custom code here. Pipeline, middle, pipeline, index. Okay, I guess not. Ready to show this exception. Validate. Let me see just a second. There's a validate something here. No, it's not validate something. Validate post size, pipeline maintenance. All the middlewares, proxies, another middleware. Avoid deferred callbacks. So it is my controller after all. My route after all, probably. I just try to save this, change this route. Okay, I have to Google this. I can try it, but invocable controls. Laravel. Let's see what it says. Let's just find here invoke. Do I have any invokes here? I do. Okay, how do I call this controller? Oh, right, like this. I just call controller without anything. Okay, that actually should work. Let me see. Go to routes back. So I just don't need this array here. So let's just like this then. Okay. Let's give it a shot now. Okay, so I'm not. I need to put an uppercase character, one lowercase. I'm still gonna forget this password later on. Okay, let me just save it somewhere because I'm definitely gonna forget it later. And I just need to put it here. Okay, so I have uppercase, lowercase, number, letter, and symbol. That should be fine. Just open my notepad. Here we go. And I'm just gonna, it's on screen, so you guys can see it on screen, but I'm just gonna paste this password here. And hopefully won't forget it. Okay, don't forget I pasted there. But at least I know now the validation working fine. Okay, let's just remove this. I mean, if you bring your application in, let's say, production, there will go someday go in production environment. You're not going to remove this. What I'm going to do now, request, use request, but you're going to remove this and compromise because they want to deal with complex passwords. So I just do that. You can be compromised, it's fine. Alright, it seems it worked. Now a few more things. I don't want my data. I mean, okay, so my timestamps. Okay, actually it's fine. In the real production, in real environments, you don't build APIs. You won't really care about the format of the dates. Datetimes, except if you have some public API that needs to look pretty. In any other cases, your front and your client will take this data and transform it in any form they need for displaying it. So you can just return it in this format. Usually, most framework automatically use this. Is UTC or ICO format. I think it's called ISO in any languages. It's gonna just use this one. Its data is a format, and that's gonna be default for most frameworks. It is for Laravel too. So if you build something that needs to be pretty, you may format rates, but it really doesn't matter. In the end, it's not something you should waste your time on, especially if you're doing production projects in production. You need to be fast. And this is it. Okay, now this works. I have my user. It should be in database now. I didn't open MySQL. And I think the email should be sent. I didn't receive any exceptions. Okay, and then why didn't? Because I put catch there. If it's not sent, I don't know how to debug it. I put try catch blocks on email settings, so that's why there's an exception. Even if email did not pass. Let's see, usex and token should be there too. It's not, so there was the issue creating email. I need to debug that. Sending email. So I need to debug that. Everything else is fine. Now email should be unique, so I won't be able to create another user. So I'll just delete this one. Actually, no, I won't. I will just configure my code so I can test the email sending. Just a second, register. This try to catch exception A. This time I won't just pass it. After all day working in Python, I need to work in PHP. Okay, and now I'm just gonna do DD here. I'll let Laravel just do the exception base here. Let's go just message, and now I'm gonna debug this because this didn't pass. I didn't receive it. There's no token, and I think the mail catcher did not catch anything. Let me just check, and it should be here. Yeah, there's nothing here. Now let me just debug that, and now I'm just gonna I need to send the user. Yeah, I'm gonna create a user. It's gonna be easy that way. Then I change the code. So I'm just gonna delete this row and try this again. And now let's debug what's happening. Okay, now this is gonna be created, but there's gonna be exception. I don't call him user. Value some temp as first name. Okay, so and can send the user. I need to send something else, obviously. Probably user ID then, or something like that. I don't know why though. Alright, it's a relation, I forgot. Oh, it's a lot of relation, just a second. I think that's user token models, it's a user, right? Yeah, it is a user. And I think it goes with attach in Laravel, right? Yeah, I think it is attach. Let's just go, click on the repository. User token repository, and here when I send directly user, this is not user. It's used. Just second. Yeah, but no, actually I can. I just need to save. Do I need to save user? Just a second. Maybe I can avoid this. Yeah, I need to attach user to a token, and I need to save. Just need to save token and values. Okay, yeah, that this will work. So okay, I think I can do the property because this is going to be loaded now. No, I can't. I'm just use it then. To attach. I think it's attach or is it to associate? It's associate user. Okay, that should be it. And associate takes ID, so it takes models. Just a second. Yeah, it takes model. Alright, so this should be this. Now this should work. So it is an associate user. Typed up. Now when I save the token, user already exists, and it should be able to associate it with this token and save the relation. I try this and that. Okay, I just showed my torrent. I shouldn't show that. Let's move on. Okay, now I'll just delete this from the database again and try it one more time. It doesn't have default value. That's a mistake. Default should be fast, should be false. I didn't put it in migrations. Okay, let's check migration. No, it doesn't have. Default is false. I just correct that into migration in the Git repository. I can do that too. False in the migrations, and I'm just gonna change this directly in my database so I don't have to redo migrations. Usually it's always a good idea to redo migrations, but little changes like this, it should be fine. Use a token and is used. An integer, default is going to be 0, meaning is not used, and that should be it. It's nullable, it is not nullable. I need to change that. It's not nullable anymore. Actually, it is still nullable, I don't need to change that. Still cannot be null, but default is gonna be 0 now. That's it. Okay, now it's not. Now it doesn't need to be set, and now it should set 0 by default. Let me try this. Now I delete my user again. I could just change email, but I just keep deleting them. Okay, postman and send, and now it should pass. But this takes a long time. I'm guessing something wrong with the mail catcher. Alright, mail Steam socket client. Okay, so there's no mail connection here, which means my mail catcher is not just a second. Oh, my mic is off. I apologize. I have a phone call that I have to take, and I have another message that I have to read, so that took a while. Okay, so yeah, this seems like an issue with mine with mail catcher. You cannot resolve the address mail, which means that everything's fine. Mail did send, so it was sent from the platform. Token should be now in the database. I'll just confirm it. Yeah, here it is. It's token not used. Get expires. It's user 4 and it's verification token, so everything's fine there. But as I said here, you cannot find this address, which means the Docker internal network doesn't recognize mail as a part of the neural network, and I think I know why. Just gonna confirm it. Let me check composer quickly. Mail catcher. Yeah, I didn't put in the network is sale, so I need to just put network skip tab and put it to sale. Network's property on the ready service, and put that to the in the mail service. I put that to the sale, and this should work then. I think I'm gonna restart my containers for this to take effect, so let me just do that. Alright, let me just do that real quick. I need to go down. It's not completely start, even if it's Ctrl C. Now it's completely start, and now let's go up. Up and down we go. And let's see where it works now. Can I just send the email? I will need to load the user from database. I could just change the email. Let's just change the email quickly. Then do this, email tempest 1, and let's just do it like this. Easier than just delete the user all the times. Let's see if not be recognized. Yeah, no, it's fine. You need to recognize it. And let's see, database, confirm everything's fine. So I got new user, new token for user 5. User 5 was created. Yeah, it's not the remote tempest. He's a slime, so he multiplies. Okay, and mail catcher should not have one mail here, and it does. Okay, it's not really pretty. It's not pretty at all, actually. I do have this here, I have no idea, but this is different markdown. Okay, dealing with tempest, I have my name here, that's important, and verify should lead me to example column verify page token. This is the accurate URL. So in the real applications, this will end to your frontend. So if you're a backend developer, you're creating the verification email, the URL should point to some frontend page, and frontend will call the backend endpoint with this token. And when you use this token, you can verify the user. That's how usually flow the goes. So this is fine now. Let me just then go to my database real quick. I'm gonna delete this user here, and I'm gonna just apply first. I'm going to the first query, and I'm gonna just change this email to not one but just remove tempest. I'm gonna run that query, and that's fine. Now everything's set, and now I have my verification email here, and now I need to implement the actual verification endpoint, because registration works fine. We can create new users. Now let's try to verify them. Okay, so the verify is now on the plate. So I have this verify email controller. Why did it put any verification email controller? I will make that one. I just put everything automatically. I can do it. Actually, yeah, this is gonna be renamed to recent verification email, because I'm gonna need that too. no, just do this one. Resend verification email controller, because I'm gonna need the resending too. So just refactor this. Okay. Okay, now let's do my verify endpoint. It's a verify email controller. Verification just need to basically recognize the user and put the email as verified. Okay, this is gonna be user. I'll just real quickly do the preparations for this endpoint. I'll go to my user repository, which should be somewhere here. Jesus. This is how you look like 8 hours at work as a developer. You're kind of tired and just look like speaking on the code where something is. Okay, so let's go with user repository and create, find by email. And I'll just do another one here, function, and just put here verify, because basically verifying email is verifying user. This doesn't necessarily have to be. You can verify phone numbers and other type of contacts, but for me, for this project, verify email is verify user. So I'm just put verify here, and here's gonna be user and user, which is basically the model, so this is correct. Alright, and user, I'm just gonna set now active, but it's is email verified true, user to email verified at is gonna be, I like to use carbon for everything that rated, so it's gonna be carbon. If you don't know, and if you're PHP developer, you definitely know for carbon. It's the only datem library in PHP that you're ever gonna use, ever gonna need. If you've got some other preferences, good for you, but I just don't recommend carbon. Yeah, apologies, I'm kind of popular now. Yeah, apologize. I'm really popular. Funny thing is, I don't edit my videos. Like, whenever he's on stream, it's gonna be on YouTube. Nothing's gonna be very edited out, so there's gonna be a lot to be Rebex, I guess. And my name is Forever Alone, because this is not my girlfriend, not even Luis. Okay, so return user. Alright, this is gonna be it. So I have that. I do have already deactivated on the user token. Just to not the model, the repository, the user token repository deactivate should be here. It's marked as use this same thing. Okay, so now it's gonna verify email controller. And I'm gonna need those two repositories here, so public function struct. Actually, always forget which way is this done. No, it's not that way. Okay, so automatically comes in this position. Private user repository, yeah, I'm gonna need that one. I'm gonna be private token repository. User token repository, here we go. Token repository, that's fine. And public function invoke. I explained in the last video why all my controllers are invocable, because I'm using something called single purpose controllers. Why did you do that? Never mind. Alright, did something I didn't. interesting. I'm gonna do request here. I won't have any verification here, so it's gonna be any validation, so it's just gonna be implement HTTP request. And now I'm gonna have token string. Now I need to load token by the string first. So token equals token repository. Why don't you anymore do this automatically? I did that, you do the token repository to, I think I already did, no I don't. Here find by string, I did. It is gonna be request to query. I think I will find an input too, but it's gonna be query on the token. That's gonna be my token, and now I think I already put it fine by string is, yeah, oh, everything is here actually. If you use it, throw, and it expires, throw. Great, so I just get my token here, and then I need, actually, I don't have find by token by user here, no I don't. Actually I just can't get a user from the token, that should be fine. From my controller, so now I need to get my user, so I'm just gonna do this, user equals token to user. It should be property because this is already loaded. I need to call it by the method, and now I'm gonna do this to user repository. Okay, this keyboard. To verify, I'm gonna put this user in, and this token repository again. User token repository, and to markers used. Okay, so mark as used. And it's gonna be user token on this token here, and that's it basically. The token gets it's not expired, it's not deactivated because it's verified. I get user from the token, and I just verify that user and deactivate the token. That's it. And now this will have no response, which means everything went fine. JSON response. It's gonna be empty, and it's gonna be HTTP no content, which is 2.4. Okay, and that's it. I could put like verified true or something like that, but if everything goes well, no exceptions, then using is verified, so just no content is returned. Okay, now let's create a route for this. Okay, API is also going under out, so it's gonna be same as here. Alright, so let's go here and slash out slash yeah, verify. It's gonna be just enough. And verify email controller, that's one. It's going here and out verify. Alright, that's it. And now I can just test it and see if it works. Right, do I need this one? I'll give it. This is unlike to streams for my, let's say, project I did before this one, and this is gonna be put endpoint Now, if you are basically, let's say, new in the at least in the REST APIs, what are these the means, right? There's a head, there's header. I don't think actually we're gonna use the head, but most important are these five basically. First five and options is just to return the client, the options that backend provides. This is frameworks like Symfony, this is automatic endpoint. You don't need to actually do anything with this one. But this file important. So get is just get some resources from the backend. You said nothing. There's no body, but get should not accept body. Some frameworks or some protocols, some well, get request is theoretically allowed to have body, but it's not a good practice to send body with get request because you just getting resources from the API. You're sending nothing. So no bodies, just get something from the, in this case, backend. Post is create some resource. So if you're directly creating something on main purpose of this sample to create something, it's gonna be post. Put is the updating entire resource. Patch is implementing part of the resource. In this case should be patch, not put. But these two, you can interchange them. You can use put to update part of the resource. It's not a big mistake. It's not a big deal. And delete, of course, is to just delete some resource. Patch is it's not used all the times. Some frameworks actually need to enable patch. So put is kind of mostly used for changing something on the resources. Even if that entire resource on is just part of the resource. And I'm not sure how Laravel will handle it, so let's just try patch. And it's out, verify. And I just need to put my token here. What is to this with params token. Okay, here we go again. Okay, token, and I just put token from the endpoint I received. So this is again endpoint that I'm gonna land at frontend. Some, let's say the frontend is an example that commonly has endpoint out/verify, and that frontend I will send the token to the backend to the API endpoint, which is this one. And I'll just put token here, and that's it. And it's gonna trigger it, and now we should be able to verify it. Let's just send it. And something's wrong. Let's see what you're saying. Alright, because I didn't do patch here. Yeah, I did post, right? Yes, I did post. There's the patch. Okay. Why? Alright, I mean, why is it return HTML here? Because I didn't set it to return accept application JSON. Okay, now we're gonna return JSON. Let's just confirm that. I'm gonna return this back to post. And now if I do this, it should be JSON, right? Yeah, it's not HTML. Laravel by default return HTML, but if you send different accept parameter, which basically sends back and what client will accept, it will send the JSON. Or I don't know, it will work if I send XML. I think the Laravel doesn't work with XMLs by default. It will return HTML, I think. Let's just try this. I'm gonna try this Laravel. Yeah, it's HTML. It doesn't work with XML directly. You probably need to enable it. Maybe just some kind of library you need to install to the composer, but it doesn't work with it. There's like such a Symfony API platform will work with the XML, I think, out of the box. But Laravel doesn't have. Actually, it does have API platform implementation since I don't know a year ago, but it's not really good out of the box. Don't get me wrong, API platform is amazing framework, amazing extension to the Symfony framework. It's best on the market, up there with Python's Fast API, but didn't do very thorough integration for Laravel. I know because I actually had task on my job to integrate PHP platform into Laravel, and I know that it's possible to use it, but it doesn't really comply with Laravel's way of doing things. So it needs to be adjusted a bit to work. Okay, now let's just do with the patch, but all kudos to API platform. If you're using Symfony, especially in PHP, for API development you can't go without API platform. I mean you can, but you shouldn't, because it makes the life a lot easier. And development is actually better and more enjoyable. Now this is page, let's try now, and I have error. Class not found, base repository 21, what? Alright, I think I know what's the problem. Let's see, user token repository, did I do that? Yeah, I didn't, that's why it's showing. I forgot to put this const, actually this is gonna be protected const, and it's gonna be called model, I think, yeah, and it is a token class. Now it should work. Just that this is actually possible. Let me just see. I didn't, it just failed. Okay, that's good. Okay, let's now do this and try this again. Okay, I have some kind of conversion now. Repository 43. Token repository. Wait, which one it was? Token repository. Carbon user token repository. Line 43. Here. Why are you converting to string here? Actually this should be string. This is carbon, which class carbon could not be converted to integer. Where could it is to integer? Oh. It's the datetime here. It's the datetime here too. Is this a issue? It is. Token expired. Alright, because it's long. It's not doesn't last this long. Not a biggie. I can just guess expires that. Some is now it's yeah. $57.48. This UTC, so actually UTC 857 shouldn't be expired, because this is now +2, this should be 2057. Why is it expired? Let me just check a second. No, it shouldn't be expired. Just check the logic. User repository. Token repository. Here we go. Yeah, logic is wrong. Less equals carbon now. So if it's in the past, then it's expired. Now it should be fine. Okay. So it's 204 and no content, which we expect to have if the everything went well. And now what I expect to do, token should be used. It is, and user should be email verified, and email verified ad should be populated on this. Okay, that's it. That was the verification email part. Next I'm gonna do resend probably verification email. Because verification email lasts only for 30 seconds, and it's possible that your user won't click verify email immediately. You may just register in your page and then decides to, I know, let's go, I need to take coffee, and gets the call from his wife and he's in trouble, needs to go buy her flowers or something like that. So if you want to verify email immediately, you need to enable most all applications should have the way for user to redo this process, and this is basically verification email resend, and it's gonna do exactly the same process steps as the verification email, just from the new controller. So resend verification email. Alright, so now I need to send email directly. So I'm gonna need just the email service. Yeah, I'm just gonna need the email service. So let's do this public function construct and do this. Before it wasn't like that, but yeah, okay. And now we need to put here again, it's gonna be actually it's gonna be user request. It will be user request. There is one verification to be done here because I'm gonna send email. User request. Alright. Just request will be fine here. And now let's go to user request. Now I need more logic here. This is just for registration, but then I will have registration logic here, and I will have the verification email logic here, because I need to verify the email that sends actually the email, and I need to verify the exists into users table. So let's just redo this real quick. First I'm going to rename my routes. I'm going to route names a little bit differently. Here in the constants I'm going to create a new class. It's going to be route name. Put it like this. And I'm going to do this public. What do I have? I have const out. I think I have register. Gonna be out at register, and I also have public const out. No, I don't have login yet. I have out verify, right? It's gonna be verify. Out dot verify. Alright, and now I'm gonna just go into my routes and I'm gonna change the naming conventions. Change this name here and put it to constant. And it's gonna be route name. This is out register. This I'm gonna actually play with import. And this is gonna be route name. And I'm typing, great. Be route name out verify. Right, so I need to have this too, and why I did this, because I'm gonna reuse these names in multiple places. That's why I extracted these two separate class. And now in my user request, yeah, this one. Now this is gonna be separate rules. Let's call them private function. Not function, and this is now gonna be register rules, and I'll have also private function verify rules. Exactly. Look at that, PHP Storm got one right. Okay, and the register rule is gonna return basically array. It's gonna basically return this. pops up here. And verify rules is gonna return, and exactly is gonna be remer, is gonna be required, is gonna be email, and I think this is called exists. I think, yeah, exists user email. Yeah, it's that one, and that's gonna be that one. So for resend email, I need to have the email, right? So it needs to be email required is needs to exist for the set to work. So there's gonna be tune arrays. Alright, and now I'm just gonna do separation here. So I think okay, I think it's route needs to be this to route to, I think it's name or something. Yeah, get name, and it's gonna be route name then just route. And yeah, I need to put this as an to handle possible nulls. Even there won't be nulls, but okay. Okay, so now if route name, no, let's not do that. Let's do match. It's gonna be better than just this. Match route name. And it's gonna be route name, and it's gonna be auto register, and then I'm gonna call. Right, I'm going to call register rows, or this to register rows. And if it's route name, I'll verify this to verify rules. I'm gonna return this. And default, I'm just going to exception here. Row HTTP exception, the wrong one. It's gonna be safe on kernel. And of course, I need to call new in PHP. HTTP exception, and message is going to be, this is code is going to be 500, and message is going to be no route with name. It's going to be formatted string actually. No route name. That's it. And now I'm gonna have basically, if depending on the route, different rule sets gonna be called, and that's it. And this one is going to be verified, so it should be verified this email. Okay, now let's go back to my. Actually, no, I didn't do this right, because then you have another route and you have different route. I just don't have control. Like, okay. Then this is verified, that's fine, but the next route is going to be resend. And this is going to be post. It's going to be verify, and it's going to be resend. And it's gonna be a verification user controller class. Out verify recent, and I'll just add this constant to the route name constant class. because it will be constant, of course. It's gonna be exactly this. Okay, so that's it, and now I can hit my controller. Now at this point I know this is going to be my email, and I know this user should exist, but yeah, so there's no need to user equals, and it calls user repository. Equals this, I'll just call it repository because I only have one. Exactly that one. Just it's not request to get, it's not request to input. Alright, and now I have my user and just need to have this to mail service or mailer and send send verification email and put my user in. And now this won't return anything, I think, because mail send doesn't return anything. But I'm gonna do try catch here. Any exception to sketch is fine. I'll just cut here, and I'm gonna do this. Here I want to handle this. Exceptions. It's gonna be here, and let's just let me see how I'm gonna handle this. So it's a catch, not send. Definitely need to do two different response for both cases. So on catch you're going to return JSON response, and I'm going to do it now separately. This send JSON response, of course in PHP I need new here, and I'm going to do this here. This is going to be sent, it's going to be false, and that. And I also need my status, so call the status. How is this called in PHP, HTTP? I think it's status, right? Yeah, it is status in Laravel. And this is gonna be JSON response by request. Yeah, that one. If email is supposed to send, if it's not, then it's going to be just response, it's going to be empty, and it's going to be just response, not status, okay, but no content. That's it. Actually, now I'm going to do it the same way, like this one, send true, and it's going to be okay. Alright, that's it. That's the resend. Let's test it. So we have to have this page here, and I will have resend here. Everything except token. Verify resend. And I need body, just need any body. Content type needs to be application JSON because input won't work if it's not. I mean it will work, but not for JSON bodies. Application JSON, and now body rough, and just put email here. And I'm gonna do valid email, then I'm gonna do invalid email. Remove tempest, remove that tempest. My main remover. What's your favorite anime or favorite anime character? I'm just curious. If someone wants to answer, feel free to. I'm a big anime fan. I watch a lot of anime every time. which I have less and less in lately, unfortunately. Okay, okay, the Tempest, that should be fine, this should be fine, and this is post. Let's try it. What happened? Alright, I didn't do accept here. Let's put accept application JSON. So I can get this in the JSON format. No route name verify recent found. Why not found? Let me see. I mean, I knew it's gonna be that. Okay, so means the route name somewhere is not very recent. Okay, very recent, this should be it. Route name very recent. Out very recent. Oh, okay. So that's the problem. Let me check back to my request. Yeah, I didn't change it here. And that's why it's showing this exception. Now it should work. Yeah, okay, sent true. And let's just verify this. Yeah, that's correct. This one. And verify will have new token, and I can just call verification endpoint here, and it will just go all over again. And that's it. That's entire verification logic for users. I mean verification, yeah, verification for verifying email with resend. And now let's go next one. The next one is going to be reset password. The next favorite one that all applications need, no applications need. But it will take a short break, like 10 minutes, and I'll be back. So see you soon. Well, see you soon, guys, on the Earth. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I have to again check out some messages or something on my phone real quick, so I took short breaks, so I just don't go on and off. I just took a break, take care of it. And okay, hello. Let's see the name here. Oh, hello me. I'm alone again. That's not surprising. Okay, so me next. I'm gonna do the reset password controller. Now let's after verification, let's just do a second thing. Then user needs to dump it so he can log in. That's potentially reset his password. Let's see, I have emails. Yeah, I do. Let's just start with the controller and see how it goes. If I need something to do, I'll just do it. And let's see. Function. Okay, that's not it. Construct. Private email service, mail service. Let's call it mail. And I just gonna need also user repository, and that should be it. I put listables here, and I'm gonna just have as a user request. And I just do allow me that for some reason. Okay, now first I will have email inside this request, so I need to get my user. It's gonna be same. It's gonna be just user. Of course, nothing like that. It's the user repo. Okay, that's actually it's correct. I really don't like this autocomplete. Thank you for cheap views. Don't need them. Bye. If you wanna stay recording, you feel free to. If you don't, good luck. Okay, so this is repository. I have my user now. I'm just gonna send the email for this user, and that's it. So these two, I'm gonna just again do try catch. Any exception will do. And okay, and okay, just do these two. Mail service mail to send reset password. I'm gonna go this user. And if something goes wrong, I'm just gonna do JSON response. Of course, in PHP, I have to do a new JSON response. Make sure I don't need this. I just need to do send false. JSON response and send false. That's right. And I'll have status. It's gonna be just a response. The request sounds correct. And again, if it's okay, I have to just response and true. And status just response not created. Just okay. And that's it. That's everything. So send password will generate a token and send the actual email, so that's fine. And now I'm thinking this both have actually not this one. It's a password controller, this one, and verify email controller. Password controller and reset password controller, this one. They have a same. Maybe I could extract this. Let me just see. So this different function. Yeah, I could actually extract those. Actually, they're exactly the same. Just email controller. No, not very email controller. Send this one. Send password controller. This one. Okay, I just again use the wrong controller for this. Let's just copy paste this and put it in the right one. I'll just get cut and copy, and that's gonna be send is a password controller. I'm gonna do this and yeah, and import everything that they need. So this was send and alright, we put the recent now. Of course it has to be list one on the side of the editor. So this one and send is set password now. Okay, like this too. Let me just compare them real quick. Yeah, okay, this is autocomplete. No, that's not correct. Request input email. Request input of email is correct. And they are basically the same. Except this user repository, this is repository. I just rename this. Refactory name to repository. And now they're exactly the same. Is there any difference except the method that's called? No, they're exactly the same. Okay. So it's usually, well, I mean, I can't leave it like this. Nothing bad will happen. It is gonna be just peachy if I leave it like this, right? Just put this extends controller also, because I want to standardize everything as controller, but actually I'm just gonna add something in the between now. This it's fine if I leave it like this. It's nothing's gonna change. Nothing's gonna be terribly wrong. But you usually wanna avoid repeating much of the same logic in different places. So I'm just gonna add another controller here. I'm gonna call it out controller, I guess. Only out. I'm just gonna call it out base controller. I think that my very magical link is going to also have the same logic, because it's just going to have the user and again send the email different email method. So I'm just going to extract that to the abstract class, and then every send email controller is going to extend that abstract class in out module or out group for the control of the controllers. Okay. Now this one also that's not going to extend controller, but and we need it. But basically this controller is going to stand as everything as controller, so let's just use it. I just forgot. Oh, I do apologize, because I probably had to strenuize a lot to this point. I just do it like this. I forgot to increase the size of my screen. I usually increase everything when I stream, because it's kind of small to look at. Now this should be better. Now it's kind of 50, and this is like more visible now. I suggest you do full screen on your side. If you don't, well, I look into my off screen here. It's not that. It's not. It's apologies. It's not that great a situation. Okay. So the base controller, and this is gonna be a protect function. Protected function, and I'm just gonna call it base controller out, send out email, and this is gonna accept only one parameter. This is gonna be string method, mailer method, or let's just call it mail callback. Okay, and this should be it. And I'll just make this class abstract. Okay, and now I'm gonna just do all this logic here. I will also have to pass it request, that's gonna be fine. Request. Now this is gonna be, for all those, it's gonna be user request. User request, okay. So mail callback, and I callback, mail callback, and let me just see, mail service and repository. Yeah, we need those two for all of them. So I'm just gonna copy this constructor also on the base controller. So let's do it like this, and now everything's here. That's fine. This will return JSON response. That's also fine. And now I just need to do this extend of this set password. I just need to do like this. Callback and mail callback, my mistake. And I just need to call pass it user. And this is it. Now, one thing I want to point here. This variable method call that I do here, this is quite common in PHP. Especially if you have some multi-purpose methods like this one. But be careful with using this with PHP Stan, because PHP Stan doesn't like things like that. In higher levels of higher levels, we just call them level. Higher levels of code proofing, let's call it like that. In lower levels it's gonna be fine, but it's higher levels it wants to be exact and strict, and this won't work. If that doesn't work, PHP has a nifty method called call function. Call user function, you call user function array. So I could do this, right? Call user function, I'll mail callback to user, and this will work. It will ask me how now to convert it to variable, like this. This is exactly what I did here. Just call it on the model. Actually, how this will work. No, this actually won't work. I have to put it like this, and like this, and do this. This to mailer, this to be its object. Here we go, this will work. So in the if you work on a work and there's a high requirement on PHP Stan level, then this won't pass, this will pass. Just to like warn you. If you can't why this is not working for PHP Stan, because PHP Stan doesn't like unstrict. In high levels doesn't like unstrict stuff at all. Everything that's not strict, it will fail. Okay, so this is it, and now I can just, for my resend verification, send all of this logic here. I can just use, and this one is going to extend base controller, and now I can just remove this constructor, and I can just tell me return these two. Send out the email, and I'm gonna put it inside request, and here callback is going to be. Now since I have callbacks like that, let's do one more thing, and I'll go to my mail service. I'm gonna extract these function names as a constants up here. So send verification, send reset password, and send magic link. I'm gonna put them constants on my service. Public constant. Let's gonna call it. I just call it send verification. Call it verification. Verification callback. Let's call it like this, callback. And this one is going to be, and let's just let it's unused. Okay, I got it wrong. Verification. Okay, it's gonna be send verification email. Okay, let's just copy this and paste it 2 more times. It's gonna be faster than write everything from the beginning. This is gonna be reset password callback. Like this, and it's gonna be send reset password email, and send magic link callback. Verification magic link. Just go to magic link callback. And it's gonna be send magic link, because I'm gonna use that, and it's gonna be a very similar. It's gonna be very similar to. Actually, it's gonna be exact as other two. So yeah. And verification callback. And now let's go back to my send verification email. And now this is just gonna be mail service or mail service. No, not that one. And it's gonna be verification callback. And that's it. And now I have to repeat this here as well on the reset password one. Let's go to reset password next. Not that one, the other one. To send reset password controller. Same thing. So basically extends base controller. And everything here is just gonna be replaced with this. And I need to put constructor also out commission, and return this to send out email, put request in, and mail service. This is gonna be different callback. This is gonna be set password callback, and that's it. Now this should work too, and I can also do magic link immediately. Not log in, but send. I think this should be same, right? Extends base controller. Function invoke. User request, and it's the same. Return this send email, and this callback is going to be magic link callback. Give me just a second. I'm gonna send magic link. I'm gonna have this email. Yeah, I'm going to find user by email. I don't know how to send email. Yeah, to that user with the token to log in. Yeah, that's gonna be the same one. Okay, that's it. Okay, and okay, now let's just test our reset password. And but first let's just go to the reset password controller and the logic for resetting password. Okay, so I'm gonna need, and yes, I'm gonna need this one too, but first I'm gonna do, just quickly, just a second, I'm gonna just quickly turn on my air conditioning here, because it's becoming pretty hot. Alright. Yeah, of course my air conditioning remote wasn't here, it was on my couch. Okay, now air conditioning should be on. It's gonna be kind of pretty hot here. I had to close my windows, or window, because of the mosquitoes. Because if I leave my window open, I'm gonna be like swarmed with mosquitoes in no time. Okay, so let's do this. Let's just do constructor first. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Actually, I can keep it as a repository because I'm also going to need private mail service. No, I'm not gonna need that one. But I'm going to need token. Use a token repository. And this is gonna be very similar. I'm just gonna need password here. Okay, well, definitely came to that. Yeah, I'm just gonna need to take a token from the request first. So token is equals this to the token repository to find by string, and it's gonna be request to query the token. And now I need to create my user. User equals token to user. So I'm gonna get user here. And now what I need to do, I need to change password for this user. So I'm gonna do this on the repository also again, and this is gonna be user repository. And this is gonna be change password or update password. And it's gonna be user, and it's gonna be also array of data because data has password. Yeah, that's fine. I can do it this way. Now let's just actually do this new password here. So use it to password equals hash make and a new password. Actually, now let's keep the same format as used here. So I'm gonna just use data here then. Date and new password then. Data new password, so this should be it. User save, and just return user. That's it. And let's go now to reset password controller, and I have my user, and now it's gonna be this to user repository to reset password. The password, I'm gonna put my user, and I'm gonna put entire input. Because I'm gonna send the data there, so this is gonna be entire input, and that's it. That's the reset password part. So this is gonna reset my password, and just need to use this to token repository to mark as used, and I'm gonna put my token there, and I'm just gonna reset password. So I just do nothing, just response and status. is going to be just expands HTTP. Okay, that's it, and we're going to just expands here. Alright, and that's it for reset password. That should work, and that should be actually it. So first send the password and reset it. Let's check now. Create my routes and update this user request. A bit too new, two more routes. Just create new route. Yeah, apologies. Create new route and create new routes, and off we go. So I have register, verify, resend. I just copy this one. I'm just gonna change controllers. 1 and 2. So out is gonna be set password send, and this is gonna actually no, I'm not gonna do it like this. This is gonna be post reset password, and this one is going to be put reset password. So the first one is gonna receive the send reset password. A second is gonna be reset password. Actually, this is not put. This is gonna be patch. Since I'm already using patches, then this can be patch. Okay, and now out reset password send. And out just reset password here. Fine, and now let's put those here. Send. I forgot out. Well, close enough. And just out is a pass. That's these two. Now these two should be utilized here and here. That's fine. And now let's go to the my request. Here we go. And I have two more routes. Okay, I can reuse this one. Now the password send will have same rules as the verify rules, and it's gonna rename these rules. And it's gonna rename to out email. Let's see how to call this. Send out email rules. Let's call them like that. Yeah, it's gonna be that because all these rules, magic link rules, reset password and verify, resend verification, will have the same rules just to verify the email. Now so we can have one more route here. Did I put resend? Yeah, I did. This one too. Right, I need to put route name here. Otherwise, I'm doing that, I don't have to. Just doing this, and all those three will have the same rules. Out is a password send, out verify is recent, and out magic link. I don't have that yet. Well, I'll just put it in. Already doing that. Here you go, out magic link, and just here, this is going to be also out magic link. And they all got the same rules. Send out email rules. Now that's fine. And this required email access is fine. And this is now out reset password send. And let's go with out reset password send. Here we go. And this send refresh password and reset password. I need to add that one too, because it's user request, and it needs to have email password and confirm password, so basically same as this. Yeah, same as this. So let me just extract this two rules on the separate one. Public underscore should be private. Function and just call them password rules now. Will I ever call them directly on anything? Yeah, on this I just call them like this then, password rules, and do it like that, return, and I'm just gonna put here these two, return. And now let me just, here I'm gonna return this, and I'm just gonna extract this array. These two not rules, but password rules. I'm gonna unpack or extract array here with all others, and that's gonna be it. And this now is gonna be directly called on the reset password. Route name, route reset password, and this is not going to be these two reset password rules. No, wait, I think I spotted a boo-boo here. No, actually I didn't. No, it's fine. I did it, it's fine. Twist to password rules. Okay, so yeah, that's fine. And that's it. I have that. I can send email and I can reset password. Okay, and reset password. You have to be like separated again. Okay, now let's just test this and see does it work. Okay, let's check it out. So I'm going here, and first I'm going to reset password. That one, I just do my headers. So content type it's going to be application JSON, and this is not necessary, but I'm gonna also do accept here because it has exception. I wanna get it in JSON format. Application JSON, and body, let's just do rough, and just email is in body, so this is gonna be email, and that's gonna be Rimuru Tempest. Of course, my dude Rimuru. Okay, now this should work. I just test. I think I did the route correctly. Let me just check. Routes API, and oh yeah, I forgot the API, right? Okay, API slash out slash set password. Set password. That should be it, and it's post fine. No, the API is here. Okay, so this should be it. Let's just send it. Of course. API out reset password send gonna be found. Why? Let me see. API out reset password. It should be fine. Wait, is password send? Oh, right. No, yeah, right, I didn't do it send, I did just post a page. So this should be the one. Okay, it should be sent now. Let's check my database, see if I have token here. Reset password, fine. And let's just check my mail catcher, and here we go. Reset password. If I do that, it'll go to the out reset password token, and I just need to now test the other endpoint with this token. So that's gonna be patch, and with new password, of course. Okay, now I won't be able to verify if new password was created. Actually, I need to log in to verify that. But I can check if hash was changed for password. So if it's not the same hash anymore, password changed. So let's just remember last 4 was W5AA. I mean, I'll see it. If that hash changes, the password changed. I cannot verify that changed to what I put in before I try to log in, but it should be what I put in. Okay, page is the password out, that's fine. Again, content type is going to be application JSON. And accept is going to be also application JSON. Alright, and the body, and I also need to copy this params first. So token, and I'm just gonna copy paste this one. So flow will be the same. So email URL is gonna land on the front end page. On front end page, you're gonna pass this token to API by calling this endpoint along with password and confirm password. So let's just go to body, and there's the password. That's gonna be actually, that's called new password. Now that's the problem, because I cannot reuse that anymore if I call it new password. I just call it password as I call it in this one, in the register one, reset password controller. Yeah, it's there, it's input update, and let's just do this for password. Right, not new password, and now it will work. If I left the new password, the validation won't work. because I'll have to separate the method for hiding this, so just stick to password. And I don't know, and this needs to be, let's just do 1 2 3 4 5 6 and A B C D E and special character. And now I need to paste that because we're gonna forget it, of course. Let me just update my notepad with new password. Alright, before I forget it. And confirm password, of course, needs to be here. And that's gonna be same here. Actually, let's put it differently just to test this logic. Let's do something completely like this, and in the end, this is actually good password. This is password you should use if you create any accounts. This is bad one. Don't use this. Okay. I'm saying that, but I'm using something like that all the time because who wants to remember this? Nobody. Okay. Yeah, that's it, and that's it, and that's it, and let's give it a shoot. Yeah, must match the password field as expected. Just delete this. Now let's let them be the same. Send. This should be it, but this should be empty. I'll just check why it's not empty. Okay, now let's proceed. The password change. So W5AA, and let's check out yeah, it's changed. And let's just check the tokens, and this token now should be used, and it is. And I need to debug why it shows here the empty array. I mean, I do send the empty array with JSON, but this should just be empty. Yeah, I don't have items empty array, but it shows empty array because it should show anything. But okay, I mean, it's not a problem. Only problem for anybody that consumes this API. Alright, I know it shows empty array because I did here HTTP. Okay, here instead of HTTP no content, because that's important to anybody that consumes your API here. They need to have correct status code back from your API, and this now Postman will basically, I can show that will recognize this as a no content, and there should be anybody. Let's just do it like this, and let's say that it's not used now, and I'm just gonna reuse the same one, and this should be now empty. Yeah, now it's empty. So now it's no content, so there's nobody. Postman recognizes status code from the API and appropriately display nothing here. Okay, and that was the set password. And last one, I hope I will have strength left with last one because I'm getting pretty tired. Okay, I worked like 7 hours today, so yeah, I'm getting pretty tired. Okay, so let's just do the last one. That's gonna be Magic Link login controller. I want to do that. I mean, I'm on 2 hours now. Mark. Now I'm going to do this one in the next stream because this stream is going to be on cut videos. Later on 2-hour video is already overkill. So yeah, we will do Magic Link next time. And when I finish with Magic Link, I just need to do standard login. I'm not gonna need my service key for anything, but okay. Maybe I will pop here a welcome email, but welcome email is just something that your application sends to new users from time to time. Some applications does use them, some doesn't. It usually doesn't go well with verifying emails, but I'm just maybe implementing. Yeah, right. I'm all of you to. I got some depth. Okay, not technical, but technical also. I need to implement generate GVT. I forgot that. I will do that after I finish all the other stuff here. I'll show you how you actually can adjust the application to, with one quick change, send different type of token for every email everywhere. I will do that I don't know, maybe I will stream later when I get some rest. So I will continue, but I will probably do another stream tomorrow, or if I have time, depends on my work. If not, well, someday this week, definitely weekend. So I'll definitely do streaming for the weekends, and for the work days, if I have time left after I finish my work, or if I have time and if I have some strength left to finish my work. Today was a relatively okay day, not too stressful, so I was just in my zone coding, so I was kind of relaxed. But yeah, depending on how they will go, I'll try to stream. And okay, so now when I finish this authentication, I don't have plan what to. Now this is kind of blank project that doesn't go anywhere at the moment. So I will think of something to add next. But you guys, if somebody watches streams, or if not, no, I'm alone again. Okay, then videos. In that case, if somebody watching videos, please let me know what feature you would like to see implemented. So I will try to implement it then and show how it can be implemented my way. There's more ways to send the result, and then they are correct basically. So I will show you how something that can be implemented, and that's it. If you don't come with my symphony here, and check that. If you don't come with anything on there's no comments on YouTube or maybe on Twitch, feel free to post comment on YouTube. I post all my videos. My link is in the channel description. And if no comments anywhere, then I'll just come up with some feature to implement. That's often implemented in projects. And that's it for today. Anybody that joined in the meantime, I didn't keep watching the viewers, maybe somebody was here. Thank you for joining, or anybody watching the video, thank you for watching. And well, I guess I'm going to see you in the next one. So again, if it's night where you are, have a good night and sweet dreams. If it's a day, have a good one, and will see you in the next one. So bye.